I really wasn't, would you help? If I really wasn't, would you help? If I really wasn't, would you help?
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined. At the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Hit me, I'm open.
This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player. Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's Nembhard. That's short off the rim.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Good on the shot.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Nembhard. Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
To the inside, Siakam. From the top of the key. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Johnson. A 3-pointer's right on target. Harper's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to shoot.
Harper. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From outside the arc.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Young with the steal. Driving in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the butler.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Down low, Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Bailey misses. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Nembhard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Johnson.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And that one, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Now the Clippers with it. Young outside. Pass to Kispert. Back to Young. Siakam outside. And here's Kispert from the arc.
The offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And stolen by Şengün.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
There's 1:47 left in the first. Pass to Nembhard. And it's Kispert in the corner. And here's Young from the arc.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And Şengün throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And the basket by Bailey.
Well, you got to love the finger roll. Always looks so smooth.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
That's tipped. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 5. Off target with his 3.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Williams can't hit. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Siakam outside. Here's Nembhard. 6 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Şengün. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Jazz lead by 5. And the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And then they continue to control the glass. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. With the drive. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, they matched the slam at one end with an even bigger one at the other.
Ooh, maybe we'll get another one on this trip. Here's Bailey, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Screen by Siakam. Young with no one around. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
They get the rebound. The kick out to Williams. Johnson outside. Into the lane. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Siakam, good.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Harper's shot's good.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Nembhard with it. Young outside. Shoots over Harper. Offensive rebound. Pass to Kispert. Here's Nembhard. Offline with his three.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now, here's Ivey. Missed inside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Ivey. From down in the low post, it goes. Ivey's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's what you want to see from Ivey. Being assertive and going up strong.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And the Jazz making a change here. Pass to White. A minute 50 left in the first half. The rebound by Ivy. Clippers trail by 16. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
And there's the call. It'll go on Cody Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:22 left here in the second. Left side, George. Good on the bucket.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
Here's Walsh. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Ivy on the wing. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. On the wing, George. The shot by Ivy, no good. Utah leading by 13. Collier, that's good. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Here's Ivy, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on White.
Well, with his explosive athleticism, Ivy creates a lot of problems for opposing defenses.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he makes the first.
Well, we've seen Ivy really develop into more than a serviceable 2-guy.
No good on the second free throw.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Walsh. Shoots over Brown. And so it's Utah, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jazz leading by 14. Here's Collier. Pass to Walsh. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Wasted no time on that one. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, running the pick and roll like a veteran. Outstanding patience and recognition by George there.
Clippers trailed by 13. Brown outside. The screen from Brown. Pass to Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Putting his vertical to work. Jaden Ivey makes the long trip upstairs.
Here's Crawford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And now Utah, fast break. It's deflected. George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Ivy, no one around him. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Jazz leading by 12. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he's good on the second. Here's Collier. It's good. Collier's got his second bucket tonight.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Here's George. Holland with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
But you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
How about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
George keeping those eyes alert.
Collier, that's good. Collier's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the basket is good. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Nifty move. And stolen by Ivy. And he drives in.
Well, on that play, Ivy with the quick first step.
To the wing on the left. Here's Holland. And he finishes nicely on the way. Holland got his second basket of the game.
That's their third straight.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Clippers trailed by 17. Here's Ivy. Takes it inside. Utah with the rebound. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Filipowski. Back to White. Floats one up. And it's in there. White's got his third basket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
This one for 3. Pass to Filipowski. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 21.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The shot, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The shot by George, wide open. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Fires from the wing. Here's Holland driving the lane, and he can't jam it through. That will count, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Utah, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter.
The Clippers, 41.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Clippers trail by 21. Young, right side. And they pick up 2. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. It's deflected. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Kispert. Williams gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Jazz?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up in that rim, didn't he? Young from outside. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Utah leading by 23. Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Quick into the air. Johnson, an explosive athlete who finishes with intent.
It's deflected. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Shots good from Young.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Williams outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Johnson, a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Great game for him. Double-double now. 12 points and 12 rebounds. Williams with the steal. Here's Bailey. Drops in the layup for 2.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Yep, it counts. Bailey's got 4 this quarter. And it's the Clippers' ball. Now, Nembhard. Pass to Young. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And it's Kispert in the corner. Over Williams. And they recover it. Nembhard drills the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Utah.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Here's Hayes. Pass to Bailey. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. Great defense that time from Şengün. .32 seconds left in the fourth. Nembhard's shot is good.
And you gotta like that they found something possible.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. Williams' shot is off. Young from deep three-point range. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.